Hey guys, Brian here with English Mountain Outdoors. Been raining all day. In fact, it's raining a little now, a little drizzle. Wanted to take a minute and show you how to get some stuff to get a fire going. Normally I've got char cloth, I've got some fat wood chunks or some tinder fungus. I've usually got something in my pack to start fire with. Kind of got me thinking today with all the rain. There was a time a while back I camped with some buddies. We hiked up in the Smokies one night. We got a late start, so it was after dark before we even got going. This was back before I ever got into the bushcrafting stuff and didn't really know about fat wood. We spent about half the night trying to get a fire going. It was pouring rain, and we found a big old chunk of pine sap and was able to get that lit. Of course, we were all smokers. We had cigarette lighters with us, but like I said, it had been Smoky Mountains. It had been raining for a few days, and we couldn't find nothing dry. Well, today I got to thinking I wanted to do a video to show you something that experience kind of got me in the learning stages of some of the stuff I do now. And I want to show you how I get how you can get a fire going. Everything's wet. Like I said, it's been raining pretty much all day. I got these dead pines down all over my property. Don't know if you're familiar with fat wood. Most everybody is, but I want to show you where you can get some easy stuff to get a fire going. Camera's going to bounce a little bit. I don't really have a good setup here for the camera, so what I'm going to do, I want to show you. This right here is where fat wood comes from. This is all sap here. That's not actually water. This sap, it won't let water penetrate, but I want to show you how easy it is to get some fire material out of these things. Like I said, I'm sorry for the camera work. I don't have anybody here with me, but I wanted to get this out and show it to you. I'm gonna chop some of this out. What I'll do is I'll get some shavings out of it and some chunks, and I want to show you how easy it is to light. It's lights up super quick with a ferro rod, even in wet conditions like we got right now. But give me just a minute. I'm going to try to get my camera set up somewhere so I can show you what I'm doing. Gonna go ahead and cut a little chunk off of this, and I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I've got everything kind of cut up. I did get a few little small pieces. I want to show you. This is what I chunked out of the bottom of that limb there sticking out. It's really saturated with sap, and I just want to show you how to get you some quick easy fire starter carved up. I'll shave this up, bunch of real thin slices. Thinner the better. In fact, if you got the time, you can take your knife and make some dust out of it. I've done that too. I found either way it works, so this is a little quicker for me. I think it's a good idea to get out and play around. I've been blessed. I got property here that I've got plenty of room to play around on and practice stuff like this. I'm always building shelters and trying different fire methods. Always playing around doing something. But, yeah, just take it, shave it apart. That's really sick saturated right there. But I end up with a big pile of shavings. I grabbed a little bark from the underside of the tree there. That's about the only thing I can find that's not soaking wet. I'll throw it down there, and and just take my ferro rod. Like I said, it's been raining all day. One strike, this stuff lights right up. And I'm not going to get a big fire going. Just wanted to get out and kind of play around. I was kind of bored. But that's it. Find out what you got in your area. This stuff is great. Pine is what we've got here primarily. We don't have birch around here. I'd love to, because I'd love to play around with it some, but it's an easy, quick way to get some fire. Now, if it had been pouring rain, what I would have done is come out here and whacked a few of these limbs off and took them back to my shelter and set inside and process them. But normally I'll cut them off like that. I'll split them up into some kindling. Well, it's hard to do here. I'll cut me off some pieces like that. This stuff, it just burns. It's like it's been soaked in kerosene. There's, in my opinion, there's not a better fire starter out there naturally. Here anyway, I know some guys will argue with me, but this is the best stuff we got here. It's out in the wild, especially if it's raining. You can't walk 50 or 60 feet here without running into a pine tree somewhere. So get out in your yards, your woods, find out what you've got around. Pine, cedar, they burn really good. Cedar bark, even after a good rain, I can scrape down, get a little bit of the inner bark, and I can make a good fire with that. But that's it. That's all I want to do, kind of show you what I did. I'm not really going to get going on it because I'm kind of tired. But that's it. Got any questions, just give me a shout. I'd be happy to help you out if I can. If you like the video, share it, subscribe to it. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one.